Hi, I am ASIF Jalal. This is second class of my Python series. This is the $100 course which I am going to provide you for the free of cost. So without wasting time, let's move to see what we will learn today. Today I will cover why should I learn Python. This is some motivation tool for you to learn Python, and then we will study the concept of programming, which is what is variable and how to define variable in Python specifically, and how to check the type of variable with some practical examples. Why should I learn Python? So there is some different points of views different people give us about Python. Here are some points which are specifying why should I learn Python. Along with these, there are some many other benefits to learn Python which we will see after discussing these points. So let's discuss first point. Python works on different platforms. It means as a developer, you are using Windows operating system and you write code for the Windows operating system. After some time you will realize that we have to use this application which I just have created using Python to work on Linux operating system. So you take this application and put it in Linux operating system, and it works on Linux as well, and it works on Mac as well. Python works on every platform and every operating system, so it's a great language. The second point is Python has a simple syntax similar to the English language. That is why I use Python to teach you the basic fundamental concepts of programming, because it is very close to our English language. Python has syntax that allows developers to write programs with fewer lines than some other programming languages. So what does mean by this line? You can see on your computer screen that a simple hello world program written in other languages like C# and Java have more lines of code than Python. Python have just one line code print hello world. In other languages, there are so many lines of code to write just hello world string on the screen. So this is another benefit. The last point is Python can be treated in a procedural way, an object-oriented way, or a functional way. So Python works in every way of programming style. So there is a three main style used by developers. The old style is procedural way and functional way. Now there is evolving new style, object oriented. It's not new, but it's today approach to write programs. Don't confuse here. I will explain these object oriented and what is functional and what is procedural in the coming videos. Along with these points, there are also many other benefits, like Python works for emerging technology. Python is the only language which works on the emerging technologies. Its applications are on the emerging paths, emerging technologies. What are the emerging technologies? The technologies which are futures of your journey, like data science, ethical hacking, cyber security, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. These are the emerging paths, emerging technologies, and Python is the tool for make you able to get the first step on these paths. So Python is the tool. You have to learn Python if you wanna go each and in one of these fields. So Python is the best choice for you. Let's study what is variable in programming. Variable is used to store data. As you will write applications, you develop software programs, we have to store some data and some results. After storing the data, you do some operations on data and produce some new results for the user. So variable is handy for it. In programming terms, variables are named of memory locations. For example, as there is a black boxes displaying on your screen, these are the memory. For example, this is memory, and the green colors text shows that the actual addresses of these memories. So it is very difficult to specifying the actual addresses of memory for storing data. What we do, we give them a label like John. John is our specified name for a specific memory location, which is E4RT4. So this is memory location, and I give them a label John to make it more simpler for our programming stuffs. So this is the great example for variable. Variables are the names of memory locations. For what? For storing data. For what? For storing data. I think it's enough for that. Now, how to define variables in Python? So in Python is basically a dynamic type language. What does mean by this statement? Dynamic means the data type of your variable will be defined on the runtime. In old languages like Java, C#, C++, C language, we have to tell the compiler or interpreter what type of data you will store in this variable. For that, you have to specify data type along with the variable name. But in Python, there is no way to specify the data type along with the variable name. We just assign the values in the variable. In runtime, Python interpreter understand it automatically. We don't have to specify it. That's why Python is the best choice for the beginners, because you don't have to specify every time what type of data you are going to insert it. You just assign the values in the variable. It's very simple. So there are different ways of assigning variables, like I categorize it as standard assignment, chain assignment, multiple assignment. So I will cover these in the practical, and then we check out how to check the type of variable. As we are not specifying the type of variable, so there should be some way for checking the type of variable. So it will be covered in practical. Let's move to practical and open your Jupyter notebook. So this is my Jupyter notebook. Go to new and click on Python 3. If you have this message 404 not found, just cross it and again click on new and then again Python 3. Repeat these steps until you're gonna get there. Let's say A is the variable and I assign them 34. Now click on run. It will execute it successfully, and now I wanna see what's inside A. It will say that there is 34 value in A. Let's understand this statement, A equal to 34. We define variable A whose values is 34. Let me say it again. 34 is assigned into variable A. Keep in mind that the values should be on the right side. The syntax of defining variable in Python is this: variable name equal sign and then specify the value which you want to put it on the variable. So if you specify this way, it will throw an error because it's a wrong way. You have to specify value on the right side and the variable name on the left side. This is the correct way. I hope you understand it, and this is the standard way. Now let's see another way of specifying variable is by using chain. So A equal B equals C equal. Here is using the chain. I use chain assignment technique to assign the values to a variable. This technique is useful if you want to assign the same value to a multiple variables. So you write variable names, then equal, then again variable name, and then specify the value which you want to insert in the variable. So this 45 is assigned to A, B and C by using a single line. Let's run this and now see what is the value inside A. it says 45, but as I write before a equal to 30, where 34 goes? 34 is overwritten by 45. This is the beauty of Python. And let's say I wanna see what is inside B, and in B there is also a 45, and if we check C, it also shows 45. So this is a great technique, as well as you have to assign a single value to multiple variables. What if there is a different values for each variable and you wanna be assigning them in a single line? So for this, there is another technique called as multiple assignment. In multiple assignment, you write each variable, and after variable name you put the comma, and I am defining couple of variables A and B and put the values in there. So here I use multiple assignment operator to specify the values for each. Let's say we take 3, this is 65. As before, I wanna put the same value in 3 variables A, B and C. Then I use chain assignment technique. But if I wanna have different values for each variable, so we use multiple assignment. In multiple assignment, you put a comma in between the variable names A, B and C equal 34, 5 and 64. Let's execute it and now see what's inside A. Now it shows A has 34. What's inside B? B has 5. And what's inside C? C has 65. This is a great technique. Let me explain it a little bit more. I use different colors for different variables. It's very clear that 34 is the assigning to value A, 5 is assigning to variable B, and 65 assigning to variable C. So this is another way of doing the same thing. So which technique would you love to use? Standard assignment, chain assignment or multiple assignment? Please let me know in the comments box. Let's see another thing, which is how to check the type of variable. As you gonna see that we can't specify the type of variable, like you know what type of variables are, that is int, string, float, double. There are many types of values I wanna put inside the variable. So before going ahead, let's say I wanna put my name inside B. So I replace this 5 with ASIF. So let's run this, and now I wanna check what's inside B. It says ASIF. As you see that I use different, let's say it's floating point number like this, 65.64. Now 65.64 assigned to C. Let's see what's inside the C. It says 65.64. As you can see that in multiple assignment we can use different types of values in different variables. It's a beauty of multiple assignment technique. Let's say I wanna check the type of variable A. How we do this? For this there is a function type. As I wanna check the type of variable A, so we provide this variable A name inside the type function, and when I run this application it says int. It returns us int. So in A you can see that 34, that is the integer values are assigning to this variable A. So the data type of variable A is int. If I wanna check that the type of variable B, it says str. Str means string. Strings are the collection of characters enclosed in a single or a double quotation marks like ASIF. So this is string. I will cover this in coming videos. For that, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get notification. Our variable B have string type. So let me know about the variable types of C. What is the type of variable C? It says float. I hope this video is very helpful to you, and if you have any question about these concepts which I just have taught to you in this video, let me know in the comments box. I will explain these in the next video. We will meet you in the next video. Until that, goodbye.